Hey guys, welcome to this about channel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Put the post notification for you to be notified. Like the video and comment if you'd like. Let's get into pop and urban entertainment as we usually do. Congratulations to Nicki Minaj for surpassing 30 billion streams. She's the second black woman to do so after Rihanna and the fourth woman overall. So congrats to her, the first female rapper. So now my whole thing is for the plagues, the certification. I feel like she deserves her own diamond plagues to be updated. So whoever always makes the call should make the call, because you cannot be just 30 billion and you have only one diamond plague. And that's just my opinion. By now, look at Olivia Rodrigo. She announced her album and all the plagues have been updated. When it's on birthday for other celebrities, their plagues are being updated. But when it comes to Nicki Minaj, motorsport is being updated. We don't give an F about motorsport. Anyway, moving on to Drake. He shows Japanese exclusive tripping, a CD of her and Nicki Minaj as the Battle of the Exes. People are speculating he could be in the fifth album of Nicki Minaj, which I don't mind as long as he raps and not doing the pop singing. On another hand, Nicki Minaj is ready to help a 14-year-old in case he'll be ready to go to college, and people think that she is trying to take advantage of it. Yet Nicki Minaj has been helping, for a good intention over the years in a very long time. Now, I don't believe that she took the advantage to showcase this thing, yet she has been doing this way before, even without news being trending before. And she's been helping paying people's tuition for a very long time now, building in Japan, sending money in China, I don't know where else. So, or was it in India? So, to me, I feel like if you want to hate on Nicki Minaj, don't hate her because of giving. She's been doing this for a very, very long time. Uh, Go and attack somebody else. On another interesting topic, I saw a list of the longest charting solo songs by a female rapper. Mind you, here is Nicki Minaj and Missy Elliott with 26 weeks, Starshipped with 31, and Superbass with 39 weeks. Now, these three songs definitely happened when the streaming was not here. They were buying, physically buying. As for the other ladies, it's not a shade, but you cannot compare. Congrats to them though. Moving on to Alicia Keys and Jay-Z. Empire State is almost diamond, so it will be Alicia Keys' first diamond, and I believe Jay-Z's second if it case it happens before the end of the year or next year. But if it does happen, congrats to both artists. It's one of the best songs out here. So moving on to Rihanna. The Navy page claims that all Rihanna's album now have multiple songs that have sold 1 million copies in the United States. Now I don't know how true that is. As for her first album, I feel like Pounded Replay did happen to achieve the 1 million copies in US. I don't know if it has multiples, but if it does, congrats to her. Again, moving on to Katy Perry and her, they are the only female artist with the most songs to be 8 times platinum. I believe they have 7 each, if I'm not wrong. So congrats to them. They are selling. Moving on to Dua Lipa, I want to know who knew that Dua Lipa had a podcast. If you knew, that's good for you, but I'm finding out now, and it's not the first time. It's like she's coming back for the third season. Anyway, on CardiB, her fans claim that she is owning her publishing rights to her music. This means when her songs, commercials in movies, she personally approves of them to be used, and she earns the check. Now, I've never heard her claiming that she owns her publishing the way Nicki Minaj claimed that she owns her music publishing. I feel like maybe I could be wrong, but I don't think so that she owns her publishing, which is not a bad thing not to own it. I feel like Atlantic, on the other hand, still owns her publishing and still owns her masters. Owning publishing is much easier than owning masters. On Madonna, allegedly she is in ICU, hopefully for a quick recovery from me to her and her family. So, the last tweet, it was a calm before the storm, something like that. So I hope she recover physically. I'm moving on to Beyonce. Her and Kelly Rowland are teaming up with Harris County official in Texas to build 31 permanent housing units for the unhoused. So this is a good move, helping taking back to the society, helping the society, and doing the positive things. Beyonce does a lot. It could not be on media most of the time, but she always does most of the helping, especially in Houston and other region too. Moving on to Kelly Carlson, she claims she is not interested in headlining 2024 Super Bowl. Was there any rumor that she was supposed to headline, or she was the most considerate artist to headline? Even if the label tells her to perform, there's 100% chances she will perform. Billboard apparently has an article on Megan Thee Stallion on why she cannot drop music right now. So it seems to me like the label 1501 is what she's trying to avoid. But on another hand, Erica Banks has a track and is throwing shade at 1501. So take a listen.
They think they was. I'm shining out, look on the TV. Yeah, they got time to come see me. Bitch in my DM, they how trying to see me. How I'm busy, I'm drowning in VVs. Look me up, they gon' show it in 3D. Give a fuck about that like what they see me. And they owe me some money, they greedy. And I'm popping it. Slid out the Raven and slid to the attic. How you be running your mail about some shit you ain't do, but you still to be hot.
So they parted ways with 1501 allegedly. I didn't know about that. And people are asking why was it easier for Erica Banks to leave 1501, but Megan Thee Stallion seems to be a little bit harder. So you ought to think about that if you know the answer. So people on Twitter were debating which Olivia Rodrigo's cover art is the best. To me, both of them they are basic. So, but the basic one, the first album seems to be a little bit better than the second album. But they're both basic, very, very basic. Moving on to Taylor Swift. She has been invited and became a member of the Academy Oscars. So yeah, she'll be doing the voting, I guess, with other people, including Kiki Plummer, The Weeknd. Very interesting. Last year they kind of not consider her for her soundtrack. She went all out and cried on the internet about it. So hopefully her next soundtrack, whatever she feels she deserves to be nominated since she's on the board now, she can nominate it and they may give it a pass. So tell me, think about it. Do you think it's a good idea for her and other musicians to be part of the Oscars? A study reveals that Lady Gaga has the most loyal fan base of all time, including the Beehives, but I did not see the Barbs. I don't know why, because they are most loyal too. But as for the Little Monsters, they let the last project album flop for their own reason, but I guess because they're showing up on the stadium tour, they're buying the tickets. Maybe that's why they're considering them as the most loyal fan base. So you have to think about that. For me, Nicki Minaj deserves to be top 10, even if there is a number 11 down there. Top 10, she should be there. On our last topic, Republic earns the longest consecutive run for a label at number 1 this century, with 16 consecutive with the help of Morgan Well, Taylor Swift, and the Stray Kids. So congrats to Republic. I always feel like Republic is a good label. Apart from Republic, Columbia should be a good label too. As for the other labels, to me they look like they're finessing allegedly, and there's a lot of payola allegedly, and it seems they are not getting their money back. So tell me think about today's topics if you don't mind. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bye.